Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, team. Thanks, Kevin, for being the first like. Been in there all morning, all week long. Way to go get it. So how's everyone
Someone's got to
today?
be first. Well, pretty good.
Right.
I'm watching. I'm watching. Just saw number 2 seed Owens Jabeur. She's out. She just lost her match just now, finishing up at the Australian Open. Mindy, it's about. I think it's about 1 in the morning there right now. But Vondrasova with a big upset here. Not a big upset. I don't know. Jabeur was a high seed, but she was still only a buck 30 against Marquetta. So Jabeur is out. One match still to be completed. I'm watching right now. Kokonakis at home against Andy Murray. Murray
Oh,
down two
that's right.
sets. Doesn't look good for Andy. He's in it, and Kokonakis is kind of losing his temper a little bit. He's keeping the racket companies in business, and but he does lead right now. Andy is on serve. Just down 3-2. You'd have to make a comeback from 2 sets down. Uh, you know, he's a pretty big underdog here at plus $1.50. But what looked like it could be a match that, maybe we're hoping to go to 2 or 3 in the morning. Melbourne time might be over here within the next 30 minutes or so, unless Andy can at least take a set here and kind of extend it. But Kokonakis, certainly a favorite at home, but Andy just had a miraculous point where he kind of gave it to the crowd a little bit, but they still like Andy. I mean, he's kind of a fan favorite down there. So, uh,
So are there
even
any Where's Waldo folks in the crowd?
uh, kind of remind me of that Kansas State crowd the other night.
Right.
There was one other big upset last night. I'm trying to think. I watched another match. I've been up all night pretty much watching these matches. There were a couple big upsets. I watched my guy Taylor Fritz lose to Alexei Poprin. Poppy gets the win as a 7-1 underdog last night or just a few hours ago. Poppy defeats uh, uh, Taylor Fritz, local guy from back when I was in San Diego anyway. So some good action out at the Australian Open. Somebody was asking me for some picks yesterday in the show, and I kind of let them down. I do have a 3-pack up today for some of today's action. Maybe we can. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Blake. Well, I mean, I'm just a big tennis fan. That's what it. But again, I mean, it does take a backseat a little bit to uh, the other sports. It's just a matter of how much you can get in. Nobody wants to just throw some darts. You actually got to look at the games. So sometimes I don't get around to doing all my tennis handicapping, and maybe I'll bet a little more loose, if you will. Hey, some steam coming in right now on this big college card before we get to it. How about Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne? Mindy taking some action right now. Fort Wayne at +4, taking some action here today so far as we get the show underway. Trying to see what game that is. 7:45. Okay, that's against Wright State. So Fort Wayne taking some action here against Wright State as we get on with the show. So, all right, let's. Well, yeah, the tough thing about NASCAR, Blake, if we get the comments up on the screen, maybe is that I don't do head to heads. I don't do head to heads in NASCAR. I don't do head to heads in golf. So many different books, sometimes run different head to head. You can't find the right matchup. So hello to everybody in the chat. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, those like NASCAR is easy to play, like say fantasy, because you could basically base it off of how folks, finish and such, in the past and things like that. So, that's kind of how I always like to play NASCAR anyway.
Yeah, me too. And I told you, right? I mean, I told you here in Vegas. I mean, I like playing daily fantasy
I
sports
know, and I
very
just
much.
don't. I just
So
feel like I
I
don't have
do, and the
time.
problem is, since I've moved to Vegas, this is not allowed here. I
Oh, you
can't
can't
play.
do daily fantasy in
No,
Vegas? Really?
no,
Oh
no.
man.
And I'm not saying it's going to, send me back home, but I don't think they're ever going to figure that out here because the casinos kind of hold the key there. So maybe once DraftKings or FanDuel can whittle their way into Las Vegas, maybe that could change. But it is kind of a bummer for me right now since I've been here that I can't really participate, because golf is one of my favorite things to play daily fantasy with, and well, not able to right now. So hello to everybody in the chat. Welcome to the show, Mindy. A subpar day yesterday. You and I are on the leaderboard, but our team picks, and we had trouble getting started. So what happened, you think?
Oh, I don't know for sure. I wish I could always know when I pick wrong why it's going to happen or why it does happen. Yeah, that'd be awesome if I could figure all that out, right? I don't know. We just got into a couple, I think, close games in there, and I don't know. I just kind of feel like TCU, they just kind of started off bad. It was one of those things. Providence, you just lose by a half a point.
But did lose by half a point there, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, we were really close. We pushed on Oklahoma State. It's one of those, like, if we had opportunity to maybe tweak our lines a little bit, probably would have been a little bit better. But I don't know what happened to the Stars. I was kind of bummed about them. And, the Penguins, I think they had the over in, like, the first period. We were just way off on that one.
Yeah, kind of a rough one, but again, individually we were pretty good. So I guess we can kind of focus on that today. We want to hello to Dave. Hi, Dave. Hello, everybody as well. So just head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Take a look at what happened yesterday, and there we are, Mindy. You had a nice day, 5-3-1. I went 7-5. That's profit anyway, individually, but team steam, we didn't get it done yesterday. So, but you're still up there. Look, 7 days. You're number one. Team Steam number 2. 30 days. Team Steam number 2. Mindy, you're number 3. And so far since the first of the year, Team Steam number 2. Mindy's number 3. Don't see a lot of Ramon up there. So, college basketball has been my doomsday. But I'm hot in NBA. I can tell you that. Maybe I can pop that up here at least for try to pump myself a little bit in the NBA. Went 4-1 yesterday, and I'm up there 30 days. I'm the leader. You and me, Mindy, NBA. Look at that, 1-2, 1, 2, and 2. Look at that, Mindy. Okay. We can try to pump ourselves up a little bit, get motivated off of our subpar day. Look at our NBA there. The last 30 days on the site. The only you and me and Tim. I'm number 1, 1248. You're number 2, 816. Morning Steam number 3, 441. And Tim, our new handicapper, 5-1 so far in the NBA. So I don't know, NBA. That's where I kind of heated up last year, as Tony says, and maybe that'll do as well. But I can't stop firing on college basketball, especially on a huge card like today. I love college basketball so much that really kind of making me mad that I can't get rolling in the colleges. So anyway, over to our website, Tony'sPicks.com, you'll find our premium picks every day. Absolutely our best picks, supposedly, over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all premium pick packages. Mindy's on top of the little algorithm there. On top of the board, Mindy. Good job still yesterday. So take a look, Mindy. Last 7 days. Well, we went over all those numbers. So Mindy, what you got today so far? You got an NHL play. NHL.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I was able to put in. Well, no, I take it back. I think I did get one in for the NBA. I'm not sure if I put it in a pack. But yeah, I had to wait a long time for these, totals to come out this morning. So. Yeah. I was a little bit late getting things in this morning because I was kind of worried more about waiting for numbers for handicaps and, that sort of thing. So a little bit behind schedule today, but I do have my hockey plays in there. I figured I better get those before they change up.
Okay. Is that a package, right? That's just your best bet right there, or that a package right there?
That was, I think, supposed to be a package. So okay. I might have just wrote that wrong when I was in a hurry. It should be 3 plays in the NHL.
Okay. And we struck out with Pittsburgh and Ottawa. We did have that winner with Boston and Islanders under, and we also, you mentioned it, lost with Dallas. So, all right. Yep. In the NBA, we didn't have the great picks in there yesterday, but college, I thought we scored a few anyway on the college side. Trying to take a look here. Oh, that San Diego State game, that one went way over with the overtime game. I really liked that one, so we were able to come through there. That was a late game. San Diego State gets the win in overtime. I don't think they got the money. I think it landed right pretty much on the number or close to the number anyway, so maybe somebody can set me straight there. I was more interested in San Diego State just kind of trying to win the game, watching as a fan, but I knew we had our total going. So, all right, don't forget, head on over to our website, Tony'sPicks.com. You go to our premium picks every day. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all of our premium pick packages. Don't forget about the pick ticker. And that's where you'll find all the picks just lined up in a row. Even if you don't buy them, you can see what we're on there. And Paul has a soccer match early, and then you do have NBA, college basketball. You see Tony's picks up there as well in action today. So, and
I'm
all
changing that right now so I can put it as a 3-pack.
Oh, okay, no problem. And
I
there
think you saw that, Ramon. There we go.
Hey, one more Steam play coming in here right now. Just pass along to everybody while it just popped up on my screen. Oregon State and Stanford. Looks like the Sharps are coming in early on this one. They want to go under 132 in the game between Oregon State and Stanford. Steam play just coming in right now. You'll see it. If you're on an odds screen, you'll see that game moving right now, as is Liberty and Jacksonville. This extra board game is being moved on by the Sharps, it looks like, early, and they're moving over right now, 122 in the game between Liberty and Jacksonville. So see if we can just pass along some steam while we're getting settled in and see how many we can get into the chat and get the show on the road. But again, over the pick ticker, all the games in chronological order that we have loaded up right now on the website. So you see some of them there, including Tony. He's got them locked and loaded. He's got Portland and Philadelphia today in a late start. So also, what does Tony have here? He's got the USC and Arizona game. Mindy, just to preview what we have NBA, 5-game card. We've got college basketball, and I believe we're previewing, 7 or 8 games possibly today. So, Tony, there you see, he's on the USC Arizona game. That is a game we will not be previewing, but the Illinois game against Indiana, we will be previewing that game. Tony's got a premium pick in that game, and also he's got a premium pick in the game between Wichita and Memphis. So, all right. Yep. Just like to take note of that. And let's review a few more comments, greet everybody in here because, man, we got everybody kind of rolling in here. Okay. Thurman Hill is here today. Dave cashed with a Joker triple-double last night. Yeah, and there's Butterscotch talking about that Aztec game. Yeah, the under before overtime. Well, all right. Blake, maybe we could help Blake get in there. You could DM me if you want, Blake, on Twitter or something, and maybe help you out a little bit. Thanks to everybody also, for getting in there. I should have put that up. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can't put that in the chat at least. Mindy, I know that Tony said I could pin it. I've got to figure that part out too, but maybe I can at least put the link in there. We've gotten rolling in there. I don't know. We got about 10 people joined us so far in the Discord. I think it'll grow by that number each day. So maybe I could just add this at least in there. I don't know if, let's see here. All right, see if that works. That's not Tony, that was me, even though it's got Tony's picture.
Doppelganger.
a little bit of steam coming in on a game that we're going to focus in on today, Mindy. I'll just pass it along right now. But Sharps are moving on North Carolina Wilmington. That game was pretty much 3.5, but I think it's going lower right now. Sharps are coming in on Wilmington here as we get rolling. So,
All right.
yeah. All right, a few more comments here. I should have put that at the top, but sorry about that. I'll try to figure that much out. All right, and good to see Chuan Lee here today as well. And Terrell Riley's here. Good to see him. All right, I think there's enough greetings, enough chat. We got 3 dozen in here. Time to start the show. Started with the NBA. Can't find enough winners from yesterday with my chicken scratch and stuff. So let's get ready for the rundown and preview all these games. Maybe not too long a show. That NHL card, though, will take a while. It's a big NHL card today for sure. We got to bounce back. Then let's get started over in the NBA and take a look at the first game on the board here with the Bulls and the Pistons. And I'm showing right now the Bulls are up to a 7.5-point favorite. Hello, Bulls. Total is going to be, we got a little tick down here, open 237 or so. Well, it was 237 when I entered it in. Don't know how, let's see how the move has gone in that. Mindy, it opened maybe as low as 235 and went up to 237, but now we're definitely settling in at 236. Go ahead.
All right. So I'm excited for some daytime NBA.
What's going on?
They're in Paris, right? The Bulls 11-10 on the road, Detroit 9-12 at home. Bulls 11-1 in the last 12 against the spread. Pistons 1-5. I'm going to be going with the Bulls today at -6.5 here today.
All right. Well, you're laying an extra point there right now.
7.5 already?
Yeah, this one's on the rise. I should have switched it up on you. I don't know if you're going to be able to get much of a better price than that one. But the Bulls on the road here, 7.5 at the Pistons. Wow. Maybe they should get it. They should get the number here. But good to see Brandon Lowe here today. How about that? And Scott says DeMar DeRozan back. And maybe that's why we're seeing that. Again, this game is a day game because of the venue, of course. So this one's being played. It's an international game. This one's being played in France. So I think that does change things up a little bit. I mean, it's not like the Bulls are a true road team here.
Right.
The game is being played in Paris between these two teams. So that's why we have the daytime game in this one today. But DeRozan is probable for this game. And I don't know if that's an equalizer. We know the Pistons definitely struggling even more so of late. So I don't know. I don't necessarily mind that. I don't want to lay a bushel full of points, but I will. Boy, that's tough now.
A bushel.
See what else we got going in the chat. Anybody else coming in there, Mindy? Let's take a look.
Need your expertise.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Bulls on 3 days, but does take some time to get over across the pond there to get over to France for the game. So Bulls playing better of late, no doubt about it. I'll take the Bulls with you. Blake says he's on them, so.
All right.
I'll take him as
You're
well.
not very confident in this pick, Ramon.
Well, I don't know. It's just 7.5 points. The line's gone up. I mean, look, the Bulls have been a much better cover than the Pistons. The Pistons are terrible at covering the spread. It's just the Bulls as a favorite are 5-10 against the spread. So that makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. It's just that the Pistons have not been a good spread team at all. At least the Bulls have covered some games of late, 7 of 7 out of their last 10. Meanwhile, Detroit just 3 of their last 10. So, yeah.
All right. Let's give it a
I'll
try.
roll with you.
I'm
Yeah,
confident.
I'll roll with you in
Okay.
this one, especially in a day game. We want to have a little action. I don't want to say, we're, putting a little action out there just to have action, but kind of it will be a high score if you know what I mean. I think. All right, Mindy, the Warriors and the Celtics. I was watching last night, and Danny Ainge's brother. I was watching a game from Australia. Believe it or not, I know that doesn't surprise anybody in the chat. Watching a game from Australia, and Boston had Danny Ainge's brother was there watching, and there might be a one player in particular that they were watching that was lighting it up in the game that I was watching. But and maybe we'll see a player from he's a player from the U.S., but I think he was the player that they were there watching because he was lighting it up. And in this one, anyways, Mindy, the Celtics are -6, and the total is up to 238.5.
Yeah, the kings of the 3-point play here. Both of these guys rank first and second in the NBA. Boston now on this 7-game winning streak. I think Jaylen Brown questionable, averages like 27 points a game. Warriors 4-0 in the last 4, but just pretty terrible on the road. I think I got to go here with the Celtics today.
Okay. I'm going to agree with you. I think Celtics can roll in this one. I think this one, we're looking for spots, right? I mean, the Warriors, you look for, maybe against lesser teams right now. They've actually started to close the gap a little bit on the road. That's what it feels like to me. I think Boston might be a little bit hungry to win this one, right? Considering. I think I want to take the Celtics here in this one. And we're laying 6.5, but maybe it won't actually be a problem. Just what we've seen from some of the struggles. So the Warriors are still 6-16 against the number. So against us on the road. So Boston 13-9 against the spread at home. So I think the Celtics can get this one today. I think they'll be hungry to win this one, a rematch, of course. So see if we got some comments here. I think we already see some fades in the chat. So I missed Butterscotch's pick there on the Bulls game, I think. Sorry about that. And no, I think we did get that one. All right. Young Shard is here today, says fade the Warriors. Hello to Carl. Welcome. Good to see you today. And Scotch also on Boston. So good job. Good job. And maybe just money line for Young Shard. So, all right. That sounds fine to me. Look at that total, pretty high, as we mentioned. What did I say it was there? In fact, Mindy, we're going to find that this game is actually, 230. Now it's 238.5 now. So,
okay.
but we will find that this game probably has moved a little bit lower. It might actually be -6 now. So, I just heard the Discord go off.
Yeah, funky fresh noob.
Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have turned it off a little bit. So nice.
It's nice when I get your Steam plays. I'm like, sweet. It's like I feel like I got my own line service. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'll turn it off though, and we'll get back to it. But some new. Is that one of you guys that just joined? Is that one of you funky fresh noobs? Because if we put the link in there, is that one of you guys? All right. So there we go. 2 games right now. 2 for 2 so far, Mindy.
All right.
How about that?
I think we are. The consensus is 10 today, over under. So
okay, yeah, maybe. Matt hasn't been here. I don't know if it's going to make me leave Vegas with no DFS, but man, I am bummed about that. Raptors and the Wolves here. Raptors on the road, -4.5. This total 231.
Yeah, so Toronto 9-11 on the road. Quite the opposite here with the Wolves, 11-3 at home. We know they're pretty bad on the road, of course. It's one of those that, the Raptors have beat Minnesota here the last 3 times. But they've kind of, I mean, even though they've kind of owned them, I think I'm going to still go ahead and take the Timberwolves here, today. I like how they've been playing. I'll take them plus points here at home. They're a better home team.
They are. I mean, Toronto's not a good cover. Yeah, they're starting to show some life right now. Maybe the Raptors, now that they're, getting healthier here, maybe they're starting to make strides. But still, as a road, you want to be a road favorite here. Look, Minnesota's been a huge disappointment. I get that, but getting points here, I'm willing to make it a 3-for-3 sweep so far.
And, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, Butterscotch likes it as well. Toronto's won the last 3 meetings pretty handily, actually, in the last 2 times, including once in Minnesota here last year, 103-91. So Carl says it just jumped to 5. So looks like we can maybe get 5 out of it. And look, Toronto's definitely taking the action. I mean, they opened like 3.5 or so, didn't they? So I don't know. I don't think that Toronto, looks like some overwhelming situation here. Like they're just slightly improved right now as far as where they're at. I mean, still, these are 2 teams that don't cover the spread very well right now. Minnesota has covered 6 of the last 10 at least. We'll take them here. Take Minnesota 3-for-3. We're going over at this point.
Right?
I don't know. Maybe we're on tilt from yesterday.
We're going to sweep it.
I don't even know what the record was yesterday, but I want to say we were 3 games under 500.
Oh, I have it written down. We were 3-7-1 yesterday.
Woo! I'm surprised we have 54 people here today. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Wow. It happens.
I was worried nobody'd show up. Yeah, basically our fourth loser out of 16 so far. So I think we'll take that, but I don't like the fact that it's been 2 out of the last 4. 2 out of the last 4 have been.
Well, we pushed. I mean, so I don't know.
Okay, you're right. It was 7-7 that day, so we lost the juice. All right. Let's move on to the next one. See if we can get another one out of this. And all sides so far, too.
Yeah, well, that's probably where I'm headed here most of the day, I guess, Ramon.
This total's dropped somewhat as well. Man, I'm bummed. Brooklyn is 1.5, total 220.5.
Yeah, Nets 11-11 on the road. Phoenix 11-10 at home. I think Kyrie might be out. Phoenix lost 12 of 14 games here without Booker. They're 3-13 without him. I'm going to go ahead and take the Nets. They're 5-2 in the last 7 here in Phoenix.
Yeah, I think Kyrie's currently been upgraded to probable, so that's good news. In this one, not sure though why the total is heading down. Maybe there is something to that, and I do show it now, moving back up to 221, kind of as we speak. So let's see if that's a move right now. What did you say you're doing, Mindy?
I'm going to go ahead and take the Nets here today.
Okay, I'm going to take the Nets as well. Oh my goodness. We're going to be on every game. Hey, I'm hot in the NBA, Mindy. So
that's right.
You are too. That's okay.
Right behind you.
Well, right. I mean, remember when we just at least, I want to be transparent. We had the losing day on the show, but I did show those NBA numbers were really that's where our strengths seem to lie right now. Not only with us individually, but also on the show. The picks have been solid NBA. So all right, let's do it. Let's take the net. We are 4 for 4 in this one. Wow. And who else is on it with us? Young Shard says he wants to go under in the game with the Nets and the Suns. Some other comments are coming in as well on that. Let's see. Butterscotch is on the under here. I've got a strong recommendation on this. Probably still going to make my card, but kind of bummed it's going down
going
here.
way
I'm glad it's going to but 221 here. Victor Perez, Mindy, say hello to Victor Perez.
Victor,
Might be his
hello.
first chat with us anyway. Victor, thank you. Good to have you. So, Butterscotch says Nets are a good play. Phoenix looking bad of late. So, all right. Rocco's here today. Good to see you. All right. All right. Last game of the card. And it's going to be the 76ers still on the road here, taking on the Trailblazers. 76ers 2.5 and 233.
Yeah, so 76ers here, 9-11 on the road. Portland 12-7 at home. This is going to be the first meeting here this season. I will be taking the Portland Trailblazers. 76ers 0-4 and 2 in the last 6 in Portland. 76ers 1-6 against the spread there overall as well. So not all the favorites.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We're going to do it, Mindy. Let's go together and get on these games, all 5 games. Let's take the Portland Trailblazers. You said it. They're 12-7 against the spread at home. Philadelphia, 9-11 against the spread on the road. It's not terrible, but I think that's a pretty interesting discrepancy here. And oh my God, are we on all? No, we're on the Wolves. We're on the Wolves, Dave. They're a dog.
Yeah, so we got a pretty good mix of
underdogs
and favorites.
Yeah, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So, all right, Mindy. Wow, we're on all 5 games. Have we ever done that before?
Heck no.
No
way. Not even close.
And Brandon, hey, Brandon the Great, nice to see you here as well. No, Brandon the Great's been here before, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Brandon, I started to look at the golf, and then I was like, I was prepping for the show. I was watching these tennis matches, and the fact that it goes off at 8:30, I'm probably going to put some futures in still. I just not sure what I have necessarily. So to be honest with you, not just going to wing it here, but maybe we can take a look and see anyway before we. Hey, Ron's here, Mindy.
Good morning, Ron Hahn.
The Hahn brothers.
That's right.
And, John Rahm favored 7-1. Patrick Cantley, Scotty Scheffler 10-1. Finau 14-1. Cam Young 18-1. Will Z 18-1. Tom Kim. Is he gonna do it? 22-1, and man, he's got low odds every week. Sun Jain, 25-1. Taylor Montgomery playing well, 25-1. X is 25-1. Cam Davis 28-1. So golf at the American Express coming up here at 8:30. All right, Ron's on the 76ers to bounce back here, Mindy. And Dave says 76ers are hot. Doesn't want to bet against them right now. Yeah, Portland, they've definitely struggled a little bit, but they seem to be a different team at home for me, Mindy. I think that's why I want to be on them here. Sixers on this road trip. All right, let's move to college basketball now.
All right, here we go.
Wow, 5 plays. We're in action. In action, including that day game. Don't forget, you guys, that game starts at 3:30 East, 3:10 Eastern, 2:10 Mindy, 12:10 Pacific. The Bulls and the Pistons, a day game today, our time, nighttime over there in Paris, France. But little daytime pro ball like Mindy likes it.
I love it. It should be on every day in the afternoon. Those kids don't want to go to college. Kids don't want to go to school anyway. Just put them on TV.
Ron Hahn's going to open the card here, already taking Michigan State, Mindy. This is Rutgers and Michigan State today. Michigan State at home against an interesting Rutgers club right now, I'd say. In fact, it's down to 2.5, and the total's 126.
Well, dang, I didn't want to go against the chat room. Rutgers won their last two here, scoring 66 points over those two games. Michigan State here are losers of their last two, scoring 64. Rutgers here, 7-1 in their last 8 games. Rutgers and the points. I'm taking them. Sorry.
Wow, Rutgers has looked pretty interesting of late. I mean, can they get it done though on the road here against Michigan State? That's what we have to ask ourselves in this one, because that does seem a little thin. Have we seen them fall necessarily? The Scarlet Knights, I think, are going to end up being kind of a public team with all those trends that you mentioned, Mindy. I mean, they're the hotter team. Michigan State hasn't been terrible. But Rutgers, you mentioned, I mean, 8-2 in their last 10 against the number. They are 3-1 against the number on the road, including 3-1 against the number as an underdog. So Rutgers has definitely been playing well here. Looks like Rocco, I think that means he's taking Michigan State. So, okay, interesting there. And C-Spill, he's a Sparty fan, I'm pretty sure. Betman MSU here today. Ron Hahn says they are solid at home, but indeed 7-2 so far straight up. Rutgers just 2-2 straight up on the road. Scotch says Michigan State to bounce back at home. I'm going to veto with this one, Mindy. We're going to go 6 for 6 here at this point. I like Rutgers today in this one as well. Think they're playing some interesting ball right now. This is a big game for both teams, I guess, certainly. But I want to roll with Rutgers here with you. So sorry, chat. Let us know tomorrow. We're the ones coming up with subpar day. So Ron Hahn says he might even lay another point or so. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, how about those Huskers pulling off the victory? Well, yeah, I didn't think they were going to get the win, but I thought they might win by the points.
Well, yeah, what did happen there?
I don't know. I actually did not have it on. I was just watching the scores.
Okay.
So didn't watch it. I should have, but didn't.
See if we might have one more pick here. You like State by 5. All right. Next up, let's go to a pretty good ball game here with Wilmington going up against Hofstra in this one. And I'm showing right now Hofstra, 3-point favorite against Wilmington, 139.5.
Well, this Hofstra's team scored 47 points in their last game. Wilmington, 62 there at their home base. I'm going to look at the under. It's 10-4 NC Wilmington's last 14 road games, under 4-1 in Hofstra's last 5 here overall, going under that 139.5 here today.
Well, Mindy, this was going to be a premium for me, but I want to pick every single game with you. That's what I'm just going to follow your lead. If we
this is too much pressure.
Had a subpar day yesterday, might as well go with one of the hottest handicappers right now going in Mindy. So I definitely like the under in this game. We've already missed out here on a point, but this was one of my favorite games, I think, of the day for sure. In this one, you look at these two teams, no great shakes necessarily when it comes to the total, although Wilmington is 2-6 to the under as a dog and 3-6 to the under on the road. So, hey, Rodney Barton is here today. Good to see Rodney here in this one. So, yeah, pretty good game here, certainly between these two teams. And you look at right now where they stand. I want to take a look at that because I know currently Wilmington 5-2 and Hofstra also 5-2. Of course, they're both chasing Charleston, so that's going to be hard. But all right, let's do it, Mindy. Let's get on the under.
All right,
we're just going to pick every game at
every single one.
Yeah, it's all right.
It'll be fun if nothing else.
Well, that's part of the deal. I mean, we're told to, if we agree, we agree. So here we go. All right, Big Ten, Mindy,
More
Michigan,
Big Ten.
and Maryland in this one. And right now, let's take a look at the odds and see if there's been any movement. Game number 75, 755, 756. Maryland -3, 142.5.
Batman, where did you go? I need your Michigan, avatar here. Michigan 6-4 here against the spread. Maryland 6-3 at home. Only 4-6 in the last 10 here. Michigan also not great on the road, 1-2. But Michigan won the last time versus Maryland, 81-46. Maryland right now just kind of allowing too many shots here on the interior. And then you have, Hunter Dickinson still dominating. He scored 32 in his last one. I think he's gonna do about the same here today. I'm gonna take Michigan to roll here, +3.
To roll. So you would even probably consider them on the money line,
You
huh?
probably would.
Wow, Michigan to roll over this Maryland team. Well, we're going to have our first game where we're not at least on the same page. I'm not saying that I'm totally on with Maryland here at this point, but they've been pretty decent, I think, and of course they were pretty solid at home. They are 8-1 straight up so far, so maybe that's kind of what I was, looking at there. When it comes to this game. So young Shards, it runs on Michigan plus the points here, but Butterscotch says he likes Maryland, and young
Yeah.
Shard says he likes Maryland as well. So, we got a little bit. Looks like C-Spill is saying Michigan here. Dave says Michigan's defense not great on the road. Numbers Gang is here today. All right. I'm going to be on the under in this one, mostly because of the way Maryland kind of plays at their pace. They're already 5-12 to the under this season, including under in 8 of their last 10 and under in 7 of their 10 home games so far. So give me the under in this one, Maryland and Michigan. Mindy's on Michigan, plus those 3 points. I'm going to be under. What did I say, Mindy? 142.5. All right. Oh, Numbers Gang. Mindy, Numbers Gang said his Bulls are his lock. So
All right.
We don't have to go back. We were on the Bulls, Numbers Gang. We're on the Bulls in that day game today. So, hey, Mindy, just want to mention to you while we're on the college board, a game that is moving right now. It's a total, and I just want to mention it because it's on your Mavericks.
Oh, go UNO. Nebraska Omaha Mavericks.
Yep, they're moving over right now. It's moving higher, 141. Looks like it's up to as high as 142 or higher, moving up. Just steam play right there coming in right now within the last couple of minutes here, within the last 2 minutes. So, hey, how about another one I pass along here? James Madison and Troy. They're steaming the total over in this one. Going over here, 142.5. Currently coming in, reporting steam from that major line service that I follow. Just leave it at that. I think everybody knows maybe what I'm talking about. Also, another one came in on Stanford. Stanford is currently on the move. Maybe this one's a little stale. This one happened about 10 minutes ago, but they steamed Stanford. They'd already steamed the under in the Oregon State Stanford game. That's the last game on the board, you guys, the late game out west. They steamed Stanford and the under earlier today. So just a little bit of steam to pass along for you. I'm going to leave the rest alone. They're probably a little bit too old right now, maybe over 10 or 12 minutes. So, okay, let's continue on. Sure, I think I can. Let me see. I'll just pop it in right here. There you go. Hopefully you can do. I don't know if it comes up as something you can click on, or if you have to copy and paste.
Manually type it, yeah.
Okay. I gotta figure that out. Okay, say it worked. Somebody, I just heard one. I just heard it.
Yeah, Big Rod. Hooray.
Okay.
Awesome.
Carl's got a request there. We'll come back to that. Let's keep going with
I know that's the only thing is that we know you guys by a certain name, and then sometimes we have different names over there. So we'll have to learn who you are. Matt, he said it. He's like, I'm Matt from YouTube. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, Man Beast.
Oh, Man Beast. Okay, gotcha. Louisiana Hero. There's another one I heard.
Smart one. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are joining us. A lot of good info there.
Well, if we had 10 join yesterday, I would think we'll probably get another 10 or so today. Louisiana and Arkansas State in this one, as Andy Murray wins the third set. Oh boy, we're in for a long one maybe here as we approach 2 a.m. in Melbourne, and everyone's still in their seats. Murray wins the third set. Mindy, Louisiana going up against Arkansas State in this one. And I'm showing Louisiana favored here. -7 now, 138.5.
All right. So Louisiana, 14-4, 3-6 on the road, though. Arkansas State lost their last 5 in a row now. They're 3-5-1 at home. Cajuns are 3-0 in the last 4. And the Red Wolves are 0-4-1 against spread in the last 5. Louisiana averages about 80 points a game. Arkansas State, 65. Wow. I'll be taking Louisiana here today.
Oh boy, Mindy, you caught me. I mean, I like Louisiana as a premium, so let's just do it. I mean, I don't have to worry about it. I mean, there's a billion games today in college ball, so don't have to worry about that. So I know you always say, "Oh, I don't want to take your," but hey, I mean, if we're winning, who cares? All right.
Scotch on Discord. Nice.
C-Spill on Louisiana here. Dave on Louisiana here. We're on Louisiana.
I feel like we finally got a little consensus. I can take a deep breath. Sigh of relief.
Yeah, we're all on it here. It's Arkansas State that's pretty crummy against the number here. I know we got to lay these points on the road, but here's the thing. Both teams are pretty crummy against the spread. You look at ULL, they're 4-7 to the number on the road. You mentioned some of their numbers, and Arkansas State just 5-10-1 against the spread. But look at Arkansas State, 2-5-1 against the spread as an underdog. And even though ULL is not a positive spread team for the most part, they are 6-4-1 against the spread as a favorite. So let's take Lafayette here against Arkansas State. Laying a little bit of a hefty number on the road, but I'm willing to do it. And Numbers Gang might be on it with us as well. So,
all right,
a lot of action here today. We'll go to this Big Ten game between Indiana and Illinois. I don't know. It looks interesting here. We've got Illinois favored in this one. Right now, Illinois is up to 7, and the total 144.5. Illinois is up to 7.
Yeah, Illinois, they just play really well at home. 7-3 at home, 6-4 against the spread. Indiana, just terrible road team. 0-4 on the road, 2-8 against the spread. Illinois here, 4 straight wins by 16 points. Illinois been great on defense, only allowing 61 at home. Hoosiers, I think, just are going to have too much trouble here on the road. I'm going to take Illinois.
All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it with you.
All right. Here we go.
Anybody else like Illinois today? I like Illinois.
Butterscotch likes the Fighting Illini and Champaign Urbana.
I like them to smash here today. I really think. I mean, look, they've won 4 straight. They're kind of getting things, I want to say together. I mean, Indiana, I'm not saying their record is a fraud or anything, but you mentioned, 0-4-1 against the spread on the road here. Meanwhile, Illinois 7-4 against the spread at home, and they're 9-1 straight up. Meanwhile, Indiana 1-4 straight up, and they haven't won a game yet as an underdog. So I'm going to take them with you. Let's get on Illinois. Wow, we got a lot of agreements here today.
I really like the Illinois campus, by the way. Just to put that out there.
Hey, before we mix the next game, Mindy, one of the games that we're going to preview today. Oh, I'm really bummed. Mindy, you're going to have to start getting up earlier.
Why?
BYU and Santa Clara is getting steamed under right now. This one was at 146.5, and it's going down right now. So Santa Clara, BYU currently getting steamed to the under right now there. So
you must think it might be an under game. I was going to look at the over total here on this one. You know, Santa Clara ranked 113th.
Hold on. Okay, let me get that one up. Sorry about that.
Sorry. Okay.
Yep. I'll do it though, no problem. Good timing, I guess. I did want to. I had UCLA next, but no, please go ahead. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, well, you had kind of, like I said, you had said the steam has come on the under, but I was looking over here.
Okay.
Again, Santa Clara ranked 113th in points per game at 75. But their last three, if you take a look at where they've been playing here in conference, are putting up well over 86 points a game. BYU scoring 77 over their last three. The over is 4-0-1, Santa Clara's last five versus a team with a winning record here as well. So I like the over total here today.
Okay, well, there you go. So obviously we're not going to be in agreement on that one because you already got the gist of what I was saying there. So for me, I mean, when I see the total, I just see two teams that have been pretty consistently going under. So I'll pivot the other way. I like Santa Clara in this game against BYU. I'll lay the small number here. Let's see if it's moved, actually. I didn't really check that. 2.5. And I have 146.5 on screen, but at least I better give you the right number since we've definitely seen the steam coming in right now. And man, the screen has lit up. 145.5 is what you're going to get, Mindy, right now. And who knows, maybe it'll tick down another half a point or so by the time we're not in agreement, so it doesn't matter on that as far as getting the play in right. And I like Santa Clara here in this one to get the money. Both teams pretty decent at covering the spread, especially BYU 5-1 to the spread as an underdog, but Santa Clara at home as a favorite. They're 10-1 so far this season straight up, and 10-3 against the spread at home so far. So I'm going to take Santa Clara as my pick. Mindy's on the over.
Show me the loot. That's a cool screen name. I like it.
Welcome, Show Me the Loot. Pleasure to have you here. Thanks for finding us. Santa Clara is pretty reliable at home, I'll say so. I mean, looking pretty good right now. Scotch is on BYU here. So, and Twan wants to know about Bill and Mary. Maybe we can come back to that. Let's do one more, Mindy, on our scheduled. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's take a look here. UCLA is going to be going to the curtain of distraction and take on Arizona State. UCLA -5, total 135. Well, 5 and 135.
Well, I kind of feel like I got to take this road team here. UCLA just playing some really tough defense, only allowing 52 points a game over those last four. Arizona, they've given up about 70 over their last four games. Bruins 6-1 the last seven versus a team with a winning record here as well. Taking the Bruins here today, -5.
Okay.
Hi, James.
Well, UCLA is having some trouble getting numbers of late, so I can't trust them on the road here. I mean, Arizona State's not a tremendous cover this season, but they have covered 7 of their last 10, so I'm not going to be in agreement with
fighting Bobby Hurley's.
Yeah, 5-5. UCLA is a very strong cover. I stand corrected there. UCLA 10-6 against the spread as a favorite, but ASU 5-1 against the spread as a dog. So probably just gonna wavering on that. I can't get on the side at all. That just seems too much of a balance necessarily. So I'm going to look to go under in this game. You already see the slight tick to the under here, and that's the way I'm going to look at it. Take the under. UCLA's 2-8 to the under in their last 10 games. That's what I meant to say, and that's why I like the under in this game between UCLA and Arizona State. We have James Roberson joining us today. Good to see you. Butterscotch wanted to know about this game, and it was on our schedule. Hey, by the way, so Butterscotch, you got in the Discord? Is that what you said?
Yes.
So everybody, so when you go in the Discord, there's just 2 channels right now. Tony's Picks, that's going to be kind of a general thing. I think if you want to interact a little bit with Tony, I think you're going to find that that's the channel that you want to go. I don't know if he'll be in there every day, but we've already seen him in there a little bit. So maybe that one is kind of more of a general. And if you want to deal with stuff maybe with us, I'm going to post all the Steam that I get and injuries and stuff on the Morning Steam channel, kind of like the channel for Mindy and I. So
yeah, so you just click on the little Morning Steam, little hashtag Morning Steam instead of Tony's Picks, and it'll take you to our separate page there.
Yeah, right. And so I think that's how we're going to do it. I think at this point and moving forward, let me see if I can.
Yeah, so I mean, if you guys want games for tomorrow, go into that Morning Steam, page, and by like say 7 o'clock my time, so that would be 6 o'clock. No, I mean 8 o'clock and 5 o'clock 4 o'clock for Ramon. Go ahead and put your picks in by then. That way we could go ahead and get the show where we want to be there as well.
Yep. In fact, we can take a look.
And that way, if you have questions on games that we don't cover, you can just put those in there. We can respond as such as well. There we go.
Yeah, there you see it. So here's Tony's channel. Just some greetings right now, not getting too much going, but let's see. Oh, XGT NHL writer. Buffalo will score in the first 10 minutes. Like they have all season. So you get a pick right in there. But so the Morning Steam channel, and this is where Mindy says, go ahead and enter your comments. But there you see we already had listed yesterday the picks that we were going to go on over the show. So you can make suggestions here. We'll still cover them on the fly, but this would help us out if you know in advance and wanted to go in there and, in like
it's more specific to the Morning Steam account here.
I expect the action will pick up in there a little bit. I mean, we only have so many people in there right now. So Walk This Way says he likes the Bruins in this one. So I'm probably against you guys a little bit here. C-Spill also on the Bruins. Better D from UCLA, and they shoot better. Okay. Maybe you guys can talk. I don't know if you guys can talk me off. I don't think it's a premium necessarily, but I'm not gonna go. Yeah. Oh, C-Spill says, can you explain Steam? So I think I can. I think I can even possibly show some Steam right now, Mindy. If you'll indulge, let me indulge in this a little bit for just a moment. Let me see if I can't do this here, and show what some Steam looks like. How about that? That sounds pretty interesting, right? Let's do that. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to show some Steam right now. I know it's kind of hard to read, but this is an odd screen here. So remember we were talking about the BYU Santa Clara game, right, Mindy? So you see how this down here, it might be a little hard. If you're on a TV or something, maybe you can see it a little better. But the third game from the bottom here, where you see BYU and Santa Clara, see how all these are orange and red, and they're all at the same time? This game is getting Steam. And look, so here you see these are the books that I follow. This one, I always call it the Best of Luck. You might know it as Bet Online. And so the total has moved from 148 to 146. Here another one. It's down red for me. I have it color coded. That red means it happened within the last 5 minutes, and in the last 10 minutes it changes to orange. Or no, I'm sorry. Red is in the last 2 minutes. orange is in the last 5 minutes, and then yellow is the last 10 minutes. So you see that game is being steamed right here. Scroll up a little bit, and you'll see here Arizona is getting steamed right now against USC. They're up to 8 here. Here's another one, maybe the game we talked about. This is definitely steam right here on the under in Indiana and Illinois. You see here 144, 145. This game was 147 or 146.
Yeah, this is about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th one down for folks that can't really see, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sorry it's so small, but again, when you just with the fact that it's lit up, and the reason why it's not
so it's a lot of action at multiple books all at one time. That's
perfect.
What the theme is.
Yep, perfect. Yep, and you can see here another one. UC Davis is getting moved on a little bit. Tennessee Martin. Didn't someone just ask about Martin in the chat? Oh no, it was Tennessee Tech. But Tennessee Martin, this game is getting steamed up right now. So it's when you see kind of a coordinated move between all the books moving the line at one time, and you can see. You could kind of see that happening. The reason why it kind of doesn't have it on every line is I put the opening line right next to the current line for each of the books that I follow. But it's pretty easy to see how, in a row there, when a game gets steamed, how that is. So
hence our name, The Morning Steam, because we're going over all of these steam plays that happen early on by usually sharp bettors.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So did we have any more predictions or any picks here? Well, I don't think Charleston's playing. Okay. We'll get to some extra games here if we can. I mean, I saw a couple of them mentioned in the chat. Did you? Let's see here.
I didn't get them because I wasn't sure how we were going to, handle it. If we wanted to do more on our show, or if we want to do it in our chat room on Discord, or what your feelings are with that.
Yeah, no, I mean, we want to appease everyone if we can on the show. So,
okay.
Since Charleston Monmouth is at kind of the top of the board, 727, 728. Maybe we could take a look at that one real quick. I mean, Charleston is just a monster right now. I mean, they're one of my favorite teams for sure. Should be one of everybody's favorite teams. The way they play, the way they're looking right now. They're just favored only by 21 points today, Mindy, against Monmouth. Good luck with this one.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those, I don't normally touch those big spreads. Like, it's pretty rare that I do, just because so much can happen, especially later in the game when teams and stuff are disinterested. Are we ready to go on it?
Right. Well, it's up to you. I mean, is that a pass or?
Oh no. Well, what I'm saying is I'm going to go on the total, right? I'm going to go under this total of, I had it at 143. I'm showing like a 131-ish on my side. So quite a bit under here today for me. It's one of those that we have pretty good, defensive efficiencies here. One offense that's really, really good and one offense that's really, really bad. So, that's kind of where I'm headed. I'm looking to go under the total.
Well, there goes another premium. I have a premium in this game, but I'll just agree with you, Mindy. Let's get another play going. I mean, I love the under in this game. I mean, Charleston, they just play such great defense. They're just a great all-around team. I mean, obviously, I think they might win this game by 30 points. I mean, it's not a premium, but they probably could win it by 25. Charleston is 6-13 to the under so far this season, including 5-11 to the under as a favorite. How about Monmouth at home? 0-6 to the under. Let's go under, Mindy, 143. You've got it rated 12 points lower than this number. That probably was a premium for you too, but we're on it together right now as a premium. So let's do it. Monmouth not very good at covering numbers either. But a big-time mismatch. But let's go under here in this one. So one of the other ones, I believe Carl had Minnesota and Purdue. It's Purdue at Minnesota. So maybe we can take a look at this one. This one is game number. It's right. It's game number
Find it.
7. Huh?
I said I found it. I got it.
750. Yeah, 753, 754. Another mismatch a little bit here with Purdue minus 14, and the total is 133.
I have, Purdue covering this at a solid 8-10. But if I'm going to take a look at the points, I would take Minnesota here at home today. They do play better at home. Looks like we got decent, offensive efficiency here from this, Minnesota team. I think they can keep up.
You're taking the Gophers?
I'm taking the Gophers here, plus 14.
Wow. Who's your player? Is Zach Edey your player of the year so far, you think? Nation, and not in the country.
In the country? Oh, I don't know. I think it's tough. I think it's too early for me to say on that. I like him. I think he's great. I don't know.
I love his aggressiveness. I mean, look, I know he's towering over these guys, so maybe it is a little bit deceiving. But the last game when they needed that bucket and they just got it right, and he was just like, "I'll just go right here and drop the ball in the net."
Right.
It's pretty easy right now. So I don't know. You're right. I mean, 14, that might be a tough ask, but I'm not sure. They should roll them, I would think, but I'll look to the total. I'm going to go under here in this one. Minnesota's 3-8 to the under at home. Purdue is 5-10 to the under as a favorite. So I'll go under in this one. 133 Minnesota for Mindy. Mindy for Minnesota. And did we have any picks?
Yeah, Tennessee Tech, right?
Carl does have a pick in the game. Well, Carl, wait a minute, Carl. Didn't you asked about the game and you got the pick? We'll just have Carl make the picks. He does like the team total over, though. He says they're 75.5. Okay. Butterscotch says Purdue wins by 20.
Uh-oh.
I think James Roberson, he's talking about this game with Minnesota. I won't pop it up there because I'm not sure. So, oh no, Carl, I'm teasing you. Don't me like that. I'm just kidding, but
Tennessee Tech.
Oh, Batman is Funky Fresh Noob. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
What doesn't Batman do?
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mindy. What did you say?
So we got Tennessee Tech versus Little Rock. Is that what we're going to cover here? It looks like.
Okay. Let's see here. I don't want to stall the show with so many games. I'm looking for the game here so I can get the proper spread up there. Tennessee Tech and Little Rock, huh? I only got 4 sheets of paper here. Maybe you guys better make a graphic for. Okay, thank you. I got it here.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, 797, 798. Some shows will make you put that number on there, but not us. I'll find it, even if we stall and him and haw. My fingers are
not working.
No. All right. Tennessee Tech and Arkansas Little Rock. I mean, I know this one is closely rated for sure. 797, 798. Tennessee Tech by 1 and the total 143.
Well, I mean, it looks like these two teams are pretty evenly matched, a little on the light side for offensive, efficiency, only putting up 98 points per 100 possessions for Tennessee Tech, 97 for Little Rock, so very evenly matched. Kind of the same thing here. Both teams play, it looks like, little defense, sitting at 113 points, per possession for Little Rock. But I do have Tennessee Tech here covering this -1. My models are coming out a little bit different. If I take a look at, just the last three, Tennessee Tech is just putting up a boatload of points. So if I do calculations on that, I have them covering by about 8. But if I took a look at kind of season long totals, I have them covering by or winning by 2. So I think I would safely say I'm going to be taking Tennessee Tech in this one.
Yeah, Blake, no problem. Thank you for the suggestion for your to take a look. But you guys see how lucky we are, right, to have Mindy here. I mean, we just basically on the fly, and she just told you about all these statistics right now, like it's on the back of her head. So thank you to Mindy here. Tennessee Tech's pretty solid. I like them in this spot for sure. They've definitely been getting some numbers here. Not overwhelming, but the tough thing that they have to overcome is their road record. I mean, they are 1-8 on the road, but again, I think this game is reachable for them here in this one. I think that's the way I'm going to look. Little Rock is 5-2 at home this year, but maybe they've been playing some weaker teams. I feel like Tech is the play here. It's a scary thought because you're talking about a spread of 1
Right.
in this game, right? And you have a team that's 1-8 on the road and a team that's 5-2 at home. But looking at the numbers, I would think that Tech is the right side here. It's going to be close. I mean, I feel awkward, agreeing with you because I mean, this game, I have a feeling it's going to come down the wire. I want Tech in the game, and we've got a little bit of support with us in the chat, right? And look, Dave said Tech by 2. So I mean, what does that do for us, right? I mean,
Yep.
other than give us the play from Dave, we're not making fun of him. Just saying,
Well, like I said, it is one of those that, Little Rock plays less on defense. I think that has, maybe a lot to do with some teams here that are pretty evenly matched, shooting wise. So, yeah.
right, numbers gang, you and Mindy can just all right. Well, that's 20, 25 to 37. You guys would get along just fine. I hope you guys didn't take offense to that.
No. Why would we? All right, let's do it for Blake. Let's take Tennessee Tech and Rudy Simon.
Okay, did we get them all, you guys? Remember to put them in the chat in the Discord if you can, but especially on days like today. But on the shorter card, no problem. I'll find it no problem. So, well, Blake, we got to, I don't know. We got to look at
You
all.
just have extra support now. About 60 more extra folks rooting your team on. How about that?
Right. Well, I mean, and here's the thing: is that we want to pay attention to all these. It all spends the same, right?
Yeah,
And
okay.
again, sometimes you can really, narrow it down because of some of these, smaller teams. Certainly, I mean, we've been doing it for years, but it just, it seems like when I started doing this so many years ago that we didn't have this many 363 teams. I mean, I think we had. Rocco, yeah. So the Discord's free.
Yeah.
Some people can pay for an upgrade on it. I think that's what Tony was
You get
explaining.
special emojis
It's
and
not
such.
behind a paywall necessarily, but there is some, people can get some extra stuff there. Yep, it's all free. So, and you can do it on your phone too. That's the cool thing about it. That's what Tony was teasing me. He said, get out. Rocco, let me put the link in there. Hopefully you'll find it here. We've already done it a couple times. I don't know if it lights up as a link. You might have to copy and paste that, but you can get the so we're on there, it's a Discord app. I'm in too many Discords. I'm going to start getting rid of all those other Discords just so I have. Okay, that's a look at college basketball. I hope we got
Rogers is in. All right, you did it. Nice.
Okay. So it is working, obviously.
Yeah.
Hope we got to all the requests. I don't think we missed any. But it's a big card. Okay, let's go to hockey now.
Okay.
And take a look at this card with starting off the Jets and the Leafs. Oh, it's only 4 in the morning in Melbourne. Okay.
Oh, that's it?
No, the
And
match
they're
is
playing until like,
oh, the match is 4 hours long. Okay.
oh,
No,
I was
it's
going to say
only
they're playing until like 3 or 4 in the morning. Jeez.
it's only 2 in the morning right now. But they are in the 4th set.
Okay.
So and no sign of Andy is
Slowing.
not giving up.
Hopefully they took naps. Jets, Maple Leafs, huh?
Kokonakis, he's got that cute little butterfly tattoo. Awkward. Okay. Yep, Jets and the Maple Leafs here, Mindy, and the Maple Leafs at home are favored in this one. You got to figure they're about $1.60 or so. Let's see right now. $1.60, 6/15, just like it says.
God, I have this one just rated too close between these two. I'm going to go ahead and take the over. The Maple Leafs, they are 1-2 over their last 3, allowed 4 goals in each of those games. Over is 5-1. Maple Leafs last 6 when their opponent scores 2 goals or less that previous game there as well. Over 21-8 the last 29 here. I'm going to be taking the over total of 6.
Okay. Hey, O is here also. And yeah, so let's see. I don't know. I think this might be a spot for him to take Winnipeg as a dog, Mindy.
It's kind of what I was thinking, Ramon.
Yeah,
But I had it so close.
tempted to take him on the money on the puck line here.
-1.
Plus 1.5, minus 170. It's not a great price, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take him plus a goal and a half. Minus 170. I'm gonna take the Jets against the Leafs in this one. Don't necessarily think that the Leafs are terrible in this spot. I just feel like Winnipeg does play pretty decent on the road. Right now, man, let me just see these puck line records here. I think this might solidify it for me. Let's see. Winnipeg 15-7 on the puck line as a dog at minus 170. I think that'll get it done because that really equals about a little bit more than 200. Uh-oh. I lost Mindy. That's okay. We'll keep talking. Butterscotch says Winnipeg is perfect for a parlay. Batman says when in doubt, take the plus money. You know what? I do agree with that, actually. Oh my God, James, that's creeping me out, but that's funny and cool at the same time. Rick says he's on the Jets as well. Hope Mindy's power or something didn't go out, you guys. I don't think the weather's terrible there. Orlando says he likes that dog. Oh, Mindy needs to restart her computer, she said. Look, everybody. So we do have her pick, though. She's on the over in this game. Hey, listen, I know she's watching on her phone, so I can't. But I'm on the under, you guys. Probably going to be a premium. Don't tell her. But I like the under in this game, mostly because you look at these two teams. Winnipeg has been one of the biggest unders this season. 14, 29, and 2 to the under. 7, 14, and 1 to the under as an underdog. Meanwhile, Toronto at home is 8 and 15 to the under. Uh-oh. She is listening, you guys. She heard that. She's going over the 6.5, though. In fact, you know what? It's almost unfair. The total is 6. There it says on the screen. So the number I had written down from the send out was 6 under 20, but it's obviously 6 over 15. So maybe it's not going to be a premium. Maybe it will still. I don't know. So Scotch said he's on the under as well. And Orlando says he's parlaying the over and the dog. Oh, yeah, you get a real good price on that one. I mean, plus 144 and minus 115. So, all right. I think I'll start to move on to the next game. I know I've got it timed pretty well. I think Mindy will be back in here in no time flat, but we're not going to go on without her because the next game is too good. If you guys got your rotations together. Oh, Mindy's got the old recovery, the blue screen of death, you guys. So not good. We might have to cover the last portion of the show without her here. It looks like. But also, Mindy, I don't know, if you got your phone. We'd love to, see you there too. The phone does work, but we'll just continue on. You guys are going to need your help though if we don't have Mindy for the rest of the show because we're not going to stall too much. She's got the blue screen of death. She just showed me. She just texted me. So not good. I mean, come on, we've all had it. We've all had it before. Yeah, James, we do. We're on Saturdays through Thursdays. We take Fridays off. We do take one day off a week, so we're possibly adding. Okay, Mindy might just give her picks or stuff in the chat. Mindy doesn't. You don't have to give any, explanation if you don't want, because that's a lot of typing. But looks like Mindy can come in there and just give her picks in the chat. So, but man, it's good to have her numbers, guys, isn't it? All right, this is a very good game with the Bruins and the Rangers in this one, and it's virtually a pick 'em. It is. I mean, it is a dead pick 'em right now. Certainly, showing it right now at 5.5 over 15. So, I think when you look at these two teams, you got Winnipeg playing basically 667 hockey, 25, 29 and 15 straight up. Toronto 27 and 11 straight up. Winnipeg is a little bit hotter right now. They're 8-2 over the last 10 games, but man, Toronto, that home record, 16 and 3 at home straight up right now. So, oops, you guys. All right, I'm a little bit on tilt here without Mindy. Here we go. Let's start over. We know the Boston Bruins are incredible. You guys, 34-5 record so far this season. Man, they've just been smashing. They're 7-1-2 over their last 10 games, 13-4 on the road. So they've just been outstanding, right? They get the money every time. Rangers, though, what can you say? They're still playing pretty well. 25-13. Overall, and 6-2-2 over their last 10 games. Bruins on that back-to-back. You look at what happened yesterday. What were we on yesterday in that game? We were on the under. We didn't have a winner in that one, 5.5, and I think it ended up 4-1, right, guys? So let's see if Mindy's gonna. Oh, she's got her under here. She's gonna take the under in this game with the Bruins and the Rangers, and you know what? I'm on that one too. I like the under in this one between the Bruins and the Rangers. And we got Mindy on her phone, so I don't know if it is going to affect her too much as far as getting her stats together. But we're always got a prop there, it looks like. But a great game here, Mindy, with Boston and the Rangers. You're on the under, and I'm going to be on the under too.
Okay.
These two teams, both teams have gone under in 7 of their last 10. They pretty much trended to the under all season. But how about Boston 13-22 to the under as a favorite? So,
okay. Can you hear me all right?
Yep. Did you want to add any? Or just want to go move on a little bit, keep the show going?
Yeah, we'll just keep going right.
Okay.
Right now on this one.
Okay. Next up, we've got the Wild.
Get my bearings back.
Yep, me too. I was starting to read off the wrong game because I was trying to fiddle around a little bit. The Wild and the Hurricanes here. Hurricanes pretty big favorite, of course. Minus $1.70 though against a good Wild team, and the total another 5.5. Wow, 5.5 over 15.
Yeah, I actually like the Hurricanes here today in this one at home. I don't mind the minus about 165 here. They are 8-0 in the last 8 when their opponent allows 2 goals or less. Previous game 9-1 their last 10 versus a team with a winning record there as well. So do like the Hurricanes.
Now this game, I mean, I rarely, because with the numbers, I mean, I'm always going to have a kind of a side or whatnot. And maybe this line actually is a little bit too high for me. I might actually lean to the Wild, maybe on the puck line price is pretty high. I'm going to end up on the under in this game.
Okay.
Even at 5.5. Yeah, even at 5.5. They're not overwhelming trends to the under, but man, I think 5.5. The fact that it is 5.5 kind of speaks volumes as to the type of game we might be seeing here. So Butterscotch says he likes Minnesota and the plus money.
Okay.
He likes them as a dog. So Mindy's going to be on the Hurricanes, and I'm going to be on the under.
Sounds good.
Next up is the Blackhawks and the Flyers. And let's see. Here we go. Blackhawks and Flyers. Flyers a big favorite here, of course, against the sad sack Blackhawks. Right now it's down to 205 and the total 6/15 or so.
Yeah, I mean, the sad sack Blackhawks at least have been scoring some goals here, so I'm going to take the over. It's 6-0 in the Flyers' last 6 home games. And so I like the over here, over 6, I believe, right? Let me look. Yep, 6.
Well, I could definitely get on board with this one if the total is 6 in this one. Look, I mean, the Flyers imagine the Flyers. That's how bad Chicago is, obviously, here. The Flyers would be a $2 favorite. But when I look at some of these numbers on the totals, both teams kind of trend to the over here, and that's kind of the way I would look at this game. Certainly, right now you got Blackhawks 21-18 to the over. Yeah, they are scoring more goals of late. And, the funny thing is, I mean, we make fun of them all year. They're definitely playing some of their best hockey. I mean, they've won,
Right.
4 out of the last 5 games. They beat Buffalo. They beat Colorado. They beat Calgary. They beat Arizona. So Chicago, I don't think they've turned it around necessarily, but they are playing well. And let's go over in this one. Go over 6 goals. Anything from our chatters? Over for Orlando.
All right.
You can't spell over without O. All right. Next up, the Panthers and the Canadiens here. And in this one, I'm showing that the Panthers, of course, are a favorite. They're down to about 240, 6.5 under 15.
Yeah, Canadians here still ranked 29th in scoring over their last 3 games. They've only put up about 2 goals a game here. Under 3-1-1 Panthers last 5. And then also the under 6-0 Canadians last 6 here following a win. I'm going to go ahead and take the under, Ramon.
Well, we scored with them last time, right, when we took the Montreal under. So why not go back to the well, especially if you're looking at a 6.5 here. Montreal is 17-23 to the under as a dog right now, and Florida's 10-14 to the under on the road. So I think it's a pretty good spot for Montreal. I wouldn't mind taking them, maybe puck line, maybe money line today. I like Montreal. I like this spot for Montreal, but let's get on the under for sure. I think that's the way to go with this game with Bob and Montembeau. We're going to go under here with Florida and Montreal. And
I also like that puck line, Ramon.
Orlando says he thinks the Panthers are going to roll here. Just know,
Really?
the Panthers on the road, though, the thing that worries me, the Panthers on the road this season, Mindy, they're down like 8 units this season, and Montreal is actually up 4 units at home. So that's kind of one of the factors that I was looking at this game as far as Montreal being a live underdog, especially at this price.
Yeah.
The Ducks and the Blue Jackets here, and I'm showing right now Blue Jackets minus up to $1.65. Total 6.5 under 15.
Yeah, I feel like I've picked a lot of totals here in a row, but the Ducks are 0-5 in their last 5 games, giving up a lot of goals here. But the over is 6-0 in the Ducks last 6 overall, and 5-1 the Blue Jackets last 6 games here as well. I like the over today.
I like the over as well. both teams definitely trend to the over. You take a look at this one, Anaheim 7-10. 7 of their last 10 games have gone over, and Columbus over at home 15-9 to the over. So I don't even know, Blake. We smashed the over already a while ago. I don't know if you can see the chat anymore, Mindy.
I can't.
No. Blake says he want to know the consensus count, but I think
we got 1, 2, 3, 4 so far in hockey, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the NCAA college basketball. So there's 10 right there. Plus we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heavy in the NBA. So way over the total of 10 today.
Wow. Wow.
Sounds like a lot of wins to me.
Yeah, I like the over in this one with Anaheim and Columbus, even at the 6.5. Anaheim struggling. You said, Mindy, look at these games. They gave up 5 to Philly, 4 to Pittsburgh, 5 to the Devils, 6 to Edmonton, 7 to Boston.
A lot of goals.
Yeah, let's go over in this one. Columbus has given up some goals too, although they were to some pretty decent teams. All right, boy. Slow down, consensus. We don't want to go with the same percentage yesterday on this kind of card. But you know what? Maybe this will be our.
This one it feels better today.
Oh yeah. Predators and the Blues. Showing the Predators are down to $1.15. Total 6 under 15.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a look at the Blues here today. They have the advantage on the power play. Predators been struggling a little bit on that. Blues also ranked 19th in goals for here. Predators are 27th. Really haven't been, being able to get the puck in the net here as of late. Like the Blues, maybe a little bit of plus money. I think I saw it at about plus 101 early this morning.
Yeah, might even be a tick or two higher, but I'm not going to go with you here. I'm still going to think Nashville might be able to pull this one off. Instead, I'm going to look to the over in this one. St. Louis is playing, right? It is a game involving the St. Louis Blues, right? So,
right.
So I go over. St. Louis Blues go over. They've still gone over in 9 of their last 10 games. Butterscotch immediately is in a disagreement with me. But St. Louis has been a pretty strong over team of late still. And Nashville 10-7 to the over as a favorite. But looks like the chat's against me here in this one. But I'm on the over. Mindy's on the Blues. Can't agree every game, otherwise we'd break the bank.
You would think something's up then.
Out of all the sports books.
Yeah, you just knew yesterday we weren't really clicking much. You had even mentioned it.
That's a good point. We were
right.
We didn't find enough picks early on, right? So
yeah.
All right.
It's still 4 a.m.
Well, now you got the players jawing, and you got these guys jawing at each other a little bit or something. I don't know. Well, Murray's trying to break him right now, but they're in deuce. But Kokonik is serving. Okay, next up we've got the Lightning and the Oilers here. And Lightning about a road favorite? No, the Oilers have moved to the favoritism here.
Oh man, they are liking the Conor McGregor.
Minus $1.15.
Conor McGregor, McDavid. I was thinking the fighter. What the heck, Mindy? It's early. Lightning here 5-1 versus the Oilers off 2 days rest. Lightning 5-0 in their last 5 games, scoring at least 4 goals over their last 5. I like the Lightning, and now I'm getting plus money on the Lightning. Maybe I'll take them.
I'm so mixed on this game. I can't agree with you, just I don't know what I like. I do like the Lightning sometimes on the road, but maybe the Oilers here. I mean, the Tampa Bay, they're an underdog now, and they're 1-5 straight up as an underdog. So that kind of worried me a little bit. So
sudden underdogs, yeah.
We're getting some action in the Discord. Let you know right now.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
good.
Nice guys. Okay, good. You'll see later what's going on. So, okay, I'm gonna go with the over in this one because Edmonton has been just such a massive over, the biggest over team in the league for sure. 13-3 to the over, 27-3 to the over as a favorite. Mindy's gonna be on the Lightning. I'm gonna be on the over.
I like it.
All right. Any suggestions from the chat? Yeah, plus money. Well, yeah, they're probably minus $1.05 though. I mean, this one is close. I mean, you could almost rate it a pick 'em. So
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah.
Both probably sitting at minus 110, 105. I
Scott
haven't
is on
looked.
with
Really.
us, so Scott says Tampa and over. Yeah, I'm fighting the yawns here for sure. Again, I was watching
Was
tennis
that in the
all
chat?
night.
Ramon's yawning too much. Was it in the chat?
No. Capitals and Coyotes in this one. The Caps on the road, minus $2, and the total is about a 6 flat.
Gosh, I just think that's a lot for the Capitals here today to be minus 200. I'm gonna go ahead and take the under in this one. Capitals giving up just 4 goals a game in their last 4, under 3-0-1. Capitals last 4, unders 4-0 in the last 4 meetings between these two teams as well. So I'll be taking the under.
Yeah, why'd you do that to me, Mindy? Thought you were going to take the Arizona Coyotes with me. I'll take Arizona on the puck line. They're still
I want to. Can I change now?
no. Come
Come
on.
on. I have them both highlighted. I just picked the wrong one, is all.
We got enough play. You know, we got to go.
All right.
Gotta stick with the format here. We can't be just pivoting
Darn it.
all the time. Otherwise, we'd end up on every. Because otherwise, you know, half the time I agree with you on the other part of the total as well. So,
Right.
anyways, I'll take the Coyotes. I'll take them on the puck line here at minus $1.45 or so.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't mind them. I don't mind a money line sprinkle here, especially at plus $1.75 or so. I think it might be an interesting spot for Arizona. I'm not done backing the Arizona Coyotes at this point, so I'm going to take them here against Washington. You mentioned it, and Orlando is on Coyotes money line. Butterscotch says puck line's okay with him for Arizona.
Yep.
You can see how we were feeling about that one.
I'm going to change my pick. Taking the Coyotes.
Hey, Mindy, it's time to talk Kraken.
All right.
And New Jersey's coming in to take on the Kraken, but New Jersey's on the road. And these are, it's funny because New Jersey's the other good team on, they're the other road great team on the road.
I was kind of hoping, Latifa would be here to give me some guidance in this one. I think this one is just really, really, really tough. So I'm going to go ahead and take the over. I know that the Kraken, when they don't, when they're, I don't know what to say. Like, it doesn't make sense, but when they've won, they haven't won by a lot, right? I don't know if they're going to be able to get this one. I'm not so sure. So I think the Kraken and the Devils are going to go over. Kraken giving up 4.67 goals here per game in their last 3. Devils scored 5 goals a game in their last 3. Over 6-0 in the Devils' last 6. I like the over here. Like I said, I always like to root for this Kraken team, but I'm just not quite so sure they can get it done today.
No, I'm not so sure they can get it done today either. Mindy's going to be on the over in this one. Seattle, though, they are pretty strong under at home, so I'm not going to be with you. I'm going to take
I know what you mean, Ramon.
Jersey. New Jersey was probably going to be a premium for me here, but I'm going to use them here on the show. I like New Jersey. They're on that long winning streak right now, certainly, so scoring massive goals as well. They're on this road trip so far. They've beat Carolina 5-3, Anaheim 6-2, Kings 5-2, and San Jose 4-3. If anything, the margins are kind of getting smaller. Maybe this will be a game for the Kraken to get it done. But look at that road record for New Jersey, Mindy, 18-2 on the road. So I'm going to take New Jersey. Mindy's on the over. Hey, Mindy,
Yeah,
I want you to say hello to Fuzzy Kong Balls.
fuzzy Kong
Um,
balls. Nice.
Fuzzy Kong Balls is joining us here.
Funny.
First time chatter with us today. Boy, Andy Murray just took down his serve there. He might be evening this match up. He is going to be evening this match up here in just a few moments. Orlando's on the Devils. I hope Fuzzy Kong Balls is coming back, going to be here.
A while.
Yeah, for sure.
What was his play? I didn't quite see. I got
He didn't have a play. He was
he was just saying hello,
yeah,
huh? Okay,
yep.
gotcha.
But
All
I
right.
just, I know sometimes we just say the name of the new, but I mean, Fuzzy Kong Balls, you're going to get your name on screen. It is a tennis ball, avatar, so it's not what
Well,
you're
I was
thinking.
thinking the Kong are the the dog toys, right? That are virtually, I guess, chew proof or something. So
Oh, is that maybe that's what that is? Because
yeah,
dogs like tennis balls.
that's right.
The Red Wings and the Golden Knights. Interesting game here. The Golden Knights 165, 6.5 under 50.
Yeah, I do think it's interesting, but I don't like either the Golden Knights at minus 180 nor the Red Wings at plus or minus 180. I mean, that's
Oh,
kind of how it seems to me, So I'm gonna
I
look at
hate
the
those.
total. What's that?
I hate those, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean, it doesn't give me a lot of options there. So in the last two, Golden Knights have allowed 4 goals here per game. Red Wings also allowing 5 goals. Over 5-1. Red Wings last 6 road games. Over 5-0. Golden Knights last 5 games played on 2 days rest. We'll be taking the over.
okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can get involved with that because VGK has been such a solid under at home, 9-16 to the under at home so far. Detroit does tend to go over on the road a little bit, but I'm not so sure I'm going to be able to play the total there with you. And that really leaves me in a bind because I got one of these dumb games where you got to either lay $1.60 or you got to take the puck line with a $1.70. So, that doesn't look like a lot of value necessarily to me, but I'll still do it with Detroit. I'll take them on the puck line here in this one. They are 18-12 on the puck line as a dog. Vegas is 13-22 as a puck line favorite. Those numbers still kind of, yeah, I guess it does kind of just slightly shade to no, not Detroit. That's right on. So I'm going to take Detroit on the puck line today in this one. What do you guys got in the chat? Let's see. Fuzzy Kong Balls, Mindy's on the Knights.
All right.
Butterscotch is laying the puck and a half with VGK. And Rick suggests Fuzzy Kong Balls might want to get some Manscaped products. All right, final game here. Good thing because I'm, yawn on every game, but I'm not going, to take a nap.
You got a lot of tennis left.
Right, we got a whole nother set because Andy Murray is going to take this 4th set with his bionic hip. I was reading about it, about hip surgery, and they have the ball socket. They got to shave the bone and put the metal on. Does not sound great, but if you're in a lot of pain and it takes away your pain, I guess that is a good thing. Stars and Kings tonight. The Kings are favored here. They're up to $1.30, so it looks like they're taking a little action here. 6 under 15.
Well, I'm going to try the Stars after their disappointing outing yesterday. They are 3-1 versus the Kings here over the last 3 seasons, ranked 5th in goals right now. Also, Kings are ranked, 10th in goals for this season. I don't know. It's just one of those that I want to try to root for the Kings, but they've been kind of also letting me down here as of late. I'm going to take the Stars.
All right. Well, we've had success with the Stars, and we've had disappointment with the Stars. So Fuzzy Kong Balls is on the over in this game.
Yeah,
Mindy,
I like the over.
oh, you do? Okay, well, I hate to fade you guys, but I'm
Oh,
going to go
sorry.
under. I'm gonna go
Sorry.
under. Well, I'm going to go under just because it's Dallas here. Dallas is 7-18-1 to the under on the road so far. So I'm going to fade you guys a little bit here and go under in this one with the Stars and the Kings. And of course, I'm going to give the Kings a chance tonight. And Batman says, if you can't trust Kong balls, who can you trust?
Right.
So there's something we can agree with our friend Batman. Orlando says he will be on the under in this one with me here with the quick in goal. Batman also on the under. All right, Mindy, that's a good show. And let's take a look here. I want to just touch. There was one comment about a game. Let's see. Buffalo Island. Scott said, "What do we have for Buffalo?" And I thank you, Butterscotch. I'm glad someone is checking our work, Mindy.
Oh, because we didn't cover that one.
Yes, that's what it was. Probably in all of our confusion,
Right.
With you losing the connection, if you will. So let me go back to that game and call it up here. Sorry about the great job by Butterscotch, of course. Okay. The game between Buffalo, Islanders and Buffalo, Islanders on the road. Thank you, Butterscotch. This one, the Sabres are minus $1.26 under 15.
Well, I have the Sabres here minus about one. You said 115 now. I had them about minus 120. I'll take the Sabres today over the Islanders. Islanders just been, to me, just kind of going through the motions here as of late. I need to see them doing a little bit more here as of late.
All right, Mindy. Let's see, 120. 6 under 15. Go. What did you say, dear? I'm sorry.
I'm going to take the Sabres here today over the Islanders.
All right, Mindy's on the Sabres in this one. Yeah, I wasn't sure I could do necessarily the Sabres in this game. And we've got to have one disagreement. We've got to have one disagreement so it doesn't look like we agree on every single game. I'm going to take the Islanders. We've got to have one challenge.
Challenge!
I'm glad that he pointed that out so we could have a disagreement in this one. So Nathan Cerna joined us today. He said he's got Predators, Red Wings, Canadians, and Stars. So looks like that could pay. If that was a 4-teamer, that would pay quite nice. Betman says smash the like. Thank you very much. And I think that'll do it. Curtis, Mindy's having some technical issues with her computer, so we're not going to have.
Is there a way that I can type in the chat, Ramon? Do you know? I see their chat button here, and it says chat with everyone in the studio. But if I go to like the main comments page, it doesn't look like I can enter those.
No, I thought there was, but. And I don't want to let anybody down. I try to accommodate I guess we could review them a little bit. Maybe we could just review them verbally.
I can do that. Curtis, I don't know if you're ready or not.
Probably because he wanted screenshot, right? I mean, that's the thing. I guess I could do it for once, but
okay.
But I mean, that almost dictates because what happens is you're able to type them in and then I talk, so let me see here. Bruins. This is going to be a little bit awkward.
Well, see, because the thing is, I'm not, because he's saying we'll just type it in on the chat in YouTube, but I'm actually not in YouTube when we film this, so it's a little bit, different. So how about, we'll just go ahead and.
I'm good. Yeah, unless you can, if you can talk to me or something while I'm doing it, so we don't bore anybody. Oh, Latifa's here, everybody.
Latifa, who do you like in this, Devils Kraken game tonight? So my computer went down, mid, film of this, little podcast that we do.
It's still good.
It came back up, it looks like, but I haven't, been able to, open it up other than the main, screen page there. So, Latifa, you gonna let us know who you got?
You got. So Mindy,
she's saying over, huh? Okay. Go ahead.
We just have 4 plays in hockey, it looks like. I'll pop those up there right now.
Yeah.
We got it. There we are. Bruins under, Blackhawks under. They're all totals.
Yeah.
Bruins under, Blackhawks under, Panthers under, Ducks over. Okay. In basketball, I'm not going to put the lines. I'm just going to put the teams. Rutgers. Charleston under. Hofstra under. We're gonna kill ourselves, kick ourselves on this show because we're no fault of you or I, but I mean, we've really stumbled here at the end because of this. Okay, wow, man, we have a lot of plays in basketball, in college basketball. That's for sure.
Right.
Wow. Look at all these. Make sure I got them right. You have them there when I read them off, right?
That's right.
Here we go.
I do.
Rutgers. Let me see here. Rutgers. Charleston under. Hofstra under. Louisiana. Tennessee Tech and Illinois.
Correct.
Okay, good. And finally, in the NBA, where we agreed on every single game. Wow.
All 5.
It was it was all 5, and it was all sides. So this should be easy.
Right.
Bulls, Celtics, Timberwolves. Yeah, Latifa, you're going to laugh when you rewatch this show. We're going to get out of here. Bulls, Celtics, Timberwolves. And you know what, Mindy? Actually, I want to thank Bulls, Celtics, Timberwolves, Nets, and Trailblazers. I actually want to thank Curtis for asking for the recap because you know what, Mindy? We forgot yesterday to do it.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, I was going to tell you about that because we made it part of the end of the show, but we forgot yesterday. So actually, thank you, Curtis, because I think now we will remember.
Hopefully.
To do it, but
I'm absent-minded sometimes, so don't mind me.
Anyway, head on over to our website, Tony'sPicks.com. There you'll find our premium picks every day. These are our best picks over at Tony's Picks. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all premium pick packages. Please subscribe to Mindy's packages because she's red hot right now, and she might need a new computer. If it doesn't come back up. Anyways, click on the All Cappers tab to get signed up. We'll see you. Yes, we'll be there on game day picks. Thanks, Tony. Tony Livernesi was here today as well. Hello to Tony.
Yeah, it was probably Discord, Ramon. It's by Discord. People giving me viruses.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Click on the All Cappers tab to get signed up. We'll get out here so Mindy can get rolling with it because it's going to be hard enough to get back up and going. Hey, do us in the Discord. Don't forget, we got things rolling. I think we probably doubled our people over there today, Mindy. Awesome. So I would think that it's going to continue growing a little bit. So, yeah, we're on the Discord. We're growing in there. We got Latifa. I don't know. She's kind of like the head moderator over there a little bit.
I think so. She's kind of the glue that holds us all together, I think, is kind of how it works.
So, okay. Thanks for coming back on. And even though on your phone, I think that worked out just fine. Thanks a lot. Good job. More morning steam. No morning steam tomorrow. What am I talking about? But we will be back on Saturday. We'll talk about NFL football. We'll talk about big college basketball and all that. So thanks to everyone for their chat, for their comments. Great job. And don't forget, Latifa, don't forget to greet our newest member in their fuzzy Kong balls. All right. For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.